Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us on today's tour of the Lindenmeyr Munroe Textile and Sublimation Showroom located in central New Jersey. My name is Keith, and I'll be your guide for the show today. Joining me on this tour will be Justin Van Heine. Justin is the dye sublimation specialist here at Lindenmeyr.
Sorry, Keith, I am here, and I am definitely ready to go now.
It wouldn't be a virtual tour if there wasn't. Before we get started today, a couple of ground rules. Questions can be submitted during the tour. There's a Q&A chat button. We'll be answering questions at the end of the tour. Also, as we move through the room, feel free to touch the displays. They're very interactive. They're also very durable. When people visit, everything in this room was made to be handled, touched, taken apart, reassembled. That's one of the beauties of textiles and sublimation, is how well they can be handled and they can hold up under use. And lastly, feel free to take all the pictures that you want. They're free. Come back and visit as often as you like. So if you're ready, Justin, I'm going to drop into the room.
Yep, absolutely.
This is the Munroe Textile and Sublimation Showroom. We're located in Trenton, New Jersey. This room is a phenomenal space to work in. It is truly unique. The number of brands that we have assembled in this room is one of the things that sets it apart from some of the others in the industry. The global brands and really just the uniqueness of being able to take a project from design all the way through completion. Everything in this room was designed in-house here, printed, finished, installed. We use this room for applications and for training customers, and also for testing new equipment, materials, and processes ourselves. So,
yeah, and just as one important note, although we do have a very strong focus on dye sublimation, these are all universal textiles that you're going to see, and they all work extremely well with not just dye sublimation, but also with latex and UV ink. One of the benefits of being able to work with Pongs as a preferred partner, we're able to offer universal ink compatibility for all their products, right? What this does is it allows you, our customers, to stock one roll of fabric that you can run across several different platforms in your shop. You can use it on dye sub, latex, UV. They're all very universal. We stock a variety of materials, the materials that are all the way up to 5 meters. So anybody that's running 5 meter UV or dye sub, we have a tremendous amount of materials available for your needs. One of the main focus points of our room is this large seamless wall covering you see here. So this was printed in a Pong's Descore material. This was done on a 5 meter UV printer. This wall is 16 feet high and it's over 50 feet wide. There's a door opening that you'll see, and also a wall that we had to navigate around during installation. The most impressive part of working with the Pong's Descore system in textiles is that this installation only required 2 people. Both Keith and I did this installation ourselves, and from start to finish, we were done in under 4 hours. It's a highly stable textile. It's really made for this application. It's made for architectural textile applications that offer a lot of acoustic benefits as well. When dealing with large wall installations like this, there's really no other application that you can do to achieve the seamless look, especially when you're dealing with complex graphics and also gradients. The wall that Keith just zoomed up on here now is a wall that's done in the Pong Silencio 10 material. All right, Lindenmeyr is extremely proud to be a preferred partner of Pong's, and we really do try to be an extension of their brand. We're excited to offer their entire range of materials that don't just work great for traditional sign and display, but they also work extremely well in this Descore stretch wall system. Okay, from block out to backlit, there's a lot of advanced acoustical fabrics that have a heavily textured, like the one you're looking at now, that really do offer the viewers to engage, touch, and interact with the textile. This particular textile has a 10 millimeter texture and is very unique. It's not like something you've ever seen on the market. So with that said, we're going to navigate right behind the wall to what we have, a little small Descore training center. in Descore, it really is it's a 3-component system. Okay, you have a PVC track. You'll notice that there's a gray PVC tracking right below that Descore logo. So the tracking, working with an acoustic infill, and then also the textile is what's really creating this Descore system. The beauty of the Descore system is you don't have to be size critical. Okay, this is not like a SEG application where you require precise cutting and sewing. These graphics are all printed oversized. The track is installed like you see here in the video, and then it's tucked into the extrusion with what is similar to a spatula knife. Once the textile is tucked into this track, the remaining textile is trimmed, and then the remaining is tucked into the track to really give you a clean, finished look to your graphic. When you're standing back, it looks so clean and seamless that it looks like it was actually painted on the wall, but it is, in fact, a digital print. And the track can also easily be reused, and graphics can easily be switched out to completely change your environment. This is another really unique thing for hotels and lobbies where meetings come in, meetings go out. With this track system, you do have the ability to easily swap out your graphics and get it ready for the next presentation.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. One of the flagship pieces of equipment that we have here available in the showroom is the HP Stitch line of products. This is the HP Stitch S1000. This is a 126-inch wide printer capable of printing both direct onto textiles as well as onto transfer paper. One of the things that makes this machine unique is really truly its ease of use. It's very easy for one person to load and operate this machine. It's very low cost of ownership and maintenance on it. The machine can sit dormant for a period of time without requiring a lot of maintenance. Something that you couldn't do with a UV or with a solvent-based machine. This particular machine, because of COVID, we don't do demos every day. It's very easy to walk in, start the machine up, and be printing within a very short period of time. So again, real easy to use, very easy on maintenance. One of the things that we feature here on the printers in the showroom is cold and whole transfer paper. And we have papers available for a wide range of applications and different thicknesses. The HP Stitch, one of the things that it excels at is being able to print on very low grammage transfer paper. If I spin around over here to the corner, we have several other printers available. We have a wide range of 64-inch machines. The HP Stitch S1000 has a companion machine that goes with it. It is the S500. That is the 64-inch version of the Stitch line. Uses same inks. This machine is really great for narrower width applications for doing apparel, soft signage, home decor, and so forth. Very high speed, can print in a low pass mode, and again, very easy on maintenance, low cost of ownership. Next to it, we also have Epson line of die sub printers. These are the F-Series printers. These are available in 44-inch and 64-inch. We also feature Roland die sublimation. This is an RT640. And Roland devices, again, both of these are very good on a wide range of applications, perfect for textiles as well as hard goods. One of the things that you see both of these machines being used often for are hard surface applications like photo panels, mugs, and other polyester coated hard surfaces. Justin, while I'm over here, do you want to talk a little about the options that we have available for SEG frames?
Sure. Right above the roll, and you'll notice a backlit SEG graphic that we have. This frame is 4 feet by 8 feet. We offer a variety of different SEG frames, from floor standing units that you see when you navigate around the showroom to the backlit frame like you see here. What's unique about this backlit frame is that the frame is only slightly over 2 inches deep. So for backlit, that's unique. It is a slim profile. The way this is done is there's a dye bond sheet, a material behind the frame with thin panels of LED lighting. All of our frames are available in silver, white, and black as a standard in a variety of different depths and finishes. So now we're going to navigate towards the back of our space. We'll take a look at a little bit more equipment. Here, as you notice, we do have the 2 mannequins. Sports apparel as well as men's and women's fashions continue to drive sublimation. There's a huge demand for personalization with online retail. It continues to grow rapidly. And with any application, you really do need a reliable heat press that performs consistently, that you can always rely on. We're fortunate enough to be working with the global leader in the heat press industry, Monte Antonio. The heart of sublimation really is the heat press, and we're extremely excited to work with them. In our showroom, we have 2 heat presses. The first one that we're going to walk up on is our Monte Antonio Model 90. This is a double shuttle heat press. These heat presses come in a variety of sizes, from very tiny, about 20 by 30, all the way up to dual shuttles that are 5 feet by 10 feet that can accommodate 2 sheets at the same time. This unit is considered a flat heat press. What this has is a heated upper plate. The press can be used for soft promotional and personalized goods, but the strength of this unit really is in producing hard goods like Chromolux panels. It has excellent control of heat, but more importantly, these Monte presses have hydraulic pressure. Right? And in sublimation, time, temperature, and pressure are really what you need. So you have great output, and these presses really do offer the most consistent pressure as well as heat. This is also a dual shuttle press, so this allows you to be twice as productive as what you normally could be on a single shuttle press. So as a piece of material is pressing inside the unit, you're preparing your goods on the second shuttle. So it is a highly productive press. So like I said before, Monte is the global leader in the heat press industry. Their machines are completely customizable, and they really do fit any size and fit every budget. We offer a variety of machines all the way down to 12 inches in width that are specifically designed for lanyard sublimation. And we also sell presses that are 5 meters wide that are designed for high production roll-to-roll output. There's 3 categories of machines that we sell. We sell the flat press like you just saw. There's also a table machine that's not currently in our showroom, which is a universal machine that's really good for whether you're doing piece-to-piece, roll-to-piece, or roll-to-roll. And that roll-to-piece or piece-to-piece is really for applications like blanket production, hand towels, mouse pads, floor carpets, and floor mats. But it's it's a universal machine that can do pretty much all applications. This machine that you're looking at now is our Monte 901. This is our 10-foot sublimation machine. It's specifically designed for roll-to-roll. So this is a machine that you're not doing piece goods on, but you are running rolls of textile with rolls of transfer paper. A highly productive machine. And some of the things that really set Monte apart from some of the competitors are, one, most importantly, their vacuum sealed drum. So this is a drum that is completely stripped of any air, which eliminates any chance for the oil to oxidize. There also has many independent motors on the Monte machines, which eliminates the use of chains. When you open up some of the competitors' machines, there's a lot of moving chains, and everything is running off of one motor. With the independent motors also aligned with the disc brake system that you have with the Montes, you really do have complete control of the textile through the sublimation process, making sure your output is always consistent and you're not stretching and distorting your fabric. One of the things that's really truly unique about this showroom is that we are set up to run full production from print to finishing. So Keith's now going to navigate over to our finishing table where he can discuss a few more of our finishing offerings.
Thanks, Justin. As Justin mentioned, we have several different accessories available to help with the production process. One of them here is a unit called On a Roll Lifter. This allows basically one user to operate and load a machine by themselves, whether it's 3 meter or 5 meter. They can move rolls around the shop. They can load them on the printer. They can also move them from the printer to the heat press. So this helps to make it much easier and lower, again, your cost of ownership, making that one employee and their time much more valuable, lowering your cost of labor, and not having to have multiple people available to just transfer rolls between machines. We offer a lot of different accessories, all kinds of options for trimming, for finishing, heat knives, threads, manual sewing machines. We have machines from Juki, which are great commercial sewing machines. You can do a lot of different applications with them. They've been very popular during the pandemic. People using these machines for sewing of face masks, PPE, garments, and so forth. As you start to get into doing more textiles, you will start to need more accessories. You need zippers, you need Velcro, you need silicone edge gasket for creating stretch frame, backlit graphics, and so forth. So we have all those things available. We can help you navigate through that process, help you basically hit the ground running with the right applications, not having to spend your time looking for a supplier for these different materials. One of the things that we're looking at here on the table is we have a frame system from a company called Signcom. What this is essentially a keterless stretch frame system. You can put a graphic into this frame without having to sew a silicone edge on it. The gasket is built into the frame, and the beauty of this system is it allows you to essentially send unfinished graphics into the field and basically have them custom fit on site. No longer do you have to sew on a silicone edge gasket and worrying about your backlit applications being a perfect fit, that either the graphic is too small or too large. With this system, you can custom fit it and tension it to the appropriate size on site. These systems are available in pre-cut frames, like the sample that we have here on the work table. You can also get cut lengths of extrusion up to 20 feet long, so you could use them on a wall or in multiple applications, custom cut on site. If I turn around here to the left, we have the same graphic that we saw on the front wall. What makes this different is that it's segmented. This graphic was done in 3 individual pieces. So what it was meant to show was that you could, adapt to the site that you're in. You didn't need to have one large clear area to be able to install this. It's very easy to mount the track around existing structure and stretch the fabric on site, custom fit. This graphic that we chose and that we highlight in the space here, this really couldn't be done any other way. When you look at how that graphic is made, not just the size of it, but that it's got gradients involved, it's got multiple colors, layers. There's really no other way for you to be able to produce this seamlessly and as easily as you could do in fabric. One of the things that makes these really attractive when you do this for commercial applications, it doesn't really matter what the condition of my walls are underneath. Once the system is installed, I have a completely smooth wall, essentially hiding any flaws. It also allows me the ability to put an acoustical infill behind it and make the space much more pleasing to be in and hold a conversation in. As I navigate down here, we did have a lot of structure on this wall. We had electrical for the machines that we had to work around. This wouldn't have been possible to do in another type of installation. With fabric, we were allowed to get behind it. We could insert the fabric into the track and achieve that seamless look. It would have been very difficult to try to do this in vinyl on this wall. Do you want to talk about the Suma, Justin, if I bring you around the front here?
Perfect. Yeah. So just touch on a little bit of automation. For a lot of large scale productions, there's an increased need for automation, both in sewing and in cutting. In sewing and cutting, these really are your bottlenecks in textile production. We do offer a lot of cold cut fabrics, which is very unique. That's one of the other great things about having the Pongs line is you don't need a laser cutter or a hot knife to cut a lot of these textiles, but that still does also involve measuring. For large output, we offer the Suma laser as well as the Matic laser. Right here, you're looking at the 70-inch version of the Suma. What's important here is that you're really eliminating your waste, and you're not having that bottleneck of measuring and having to cut accurately. This system has what they call the vision system, which is that kind of, let's say, bridge that you see over top of the bed. And what that vision system does is allows you to cut in 3 different ways. It can cut by where it's identifying the outline of the shape and it's simply cutting without the need for registration marks. Or you also can print registration marks and then you can use your camera. On the back of the machine, we have the derailleur. The derailleur is automatically unwinding the textile at the rate that the machine is pulling it. So there's a lot of sensors that's unwinding the textile, and what's this doing? It's eliminating the stretch of the textile, resulting in more accurate cuts. And just to hit on a little bit of automation, we do also offer a variety of automated sewing machines through Matic. They're not currently in this virtual walkthrough, but we do have automated sewing systems as well as cutting systems that really do streamline production, increase your output, and eliminate errors and waste.
As you move through the showroom, there's everything here has been customized on site in fabric. The curtains are Duravibe fabrics. They're polyester fabrics made to resemble natural fibers. These have all been custom made on site. There's truly samples everywhere you turn within this space, and it's as we've had people in, they walk through the space. It's kind of surprising how many unique things that you can find and actual options for for introducing new products and being able to add revenue to your business. Over here in the corner, we kind of touching back on some of the Chromolux pieces that we saw earlier on the flat heat press. We have several different versions shown on this wall, a unique collection of artwork, images done to show with a theme of Mars and space. Several different materials though shown, from matte materials, gloss, textured, whether it's aluminum or wood. We have those options displayed so you can see what they look like. Head towards, we have a conference room in this space, and probably one of the coolest features of this is the conference room. This conference room, when we moved into this space, was almost unusable. The shape of this room and the dimensions basically made it impossible to hold a conversation. And the echo in this room was tremendous. When we first moved in, you could last in here for only a couple of minutes in a meeting. There was so much echo and reverb in the room. What we did was apply the Descore textiles to the wall, as well as an inch of polyester sound fill behind those textiles. And the effect that it had on the space has been dramatic. We actually have the space that we're in. There's a sister conference room in another space, and we can walk between those two spaces, and to see the impact and how much it improved the sound quality in the room is really amazing. And the textiles were only added on 3 of the walls. This 4th wall over here is all brick and drywall, as well as the ceiling is drywall. So just adding the fabric on these 3 walls made a tremendous impact, and it's essentially almost a soundproof room. When you're in this room, you hear very little what's going on outside the room. Conversations going on in the room can't be heard outside in the main showroom. So it's amazing what applying textiles to the wall with a little bit of infill can do to improve a space. And this is something for businesses that are very easy to get into. What was done differently in this room was this was done sublimation 3 meter wide, and it was meant to show what it would look like if you only had a 3 meter machine available and had to seam graphics. So we have multiple seams shown in the room. We show what it looks like when you put 2 dissimilar textiles into the same track, as well as seaming both horizontal and vertical different textiles what the result is. So this is, it's a very interesting application to get into. You know, 3-meter machine is very common in the marketplace, and it's something that's relatively easy to achieve. But yeah, scroll down here a little bit, you know, a lot of different things that are shown. These are, you know, $8 IKEA lamps. So, you know, paper IKEA lamp that's done, that's got, you know, just a Pong's stretch twill over the top of it. That's transparent. So it's cool how you can take just a basic common item and upscale it with textiles. Yeah, navigate around to the other side of the room. This is a very similar brick pattern to the original brick that's on the wall. This was done to show the color matching capability. So what you can do, that, you know, where these two meet between original brick and printed brick is, it's pretty amazing. It's actually, you know, it's deceiving to the eye when you're in the room, where customers come in and on first view they think this room is actually complete brick until you actually walk up and touch the walls. Justin, do you want to talk a little bit about the samples and stuff that are available?
Sure, we have a variety of samples available. We print all of our samples in-house and cut them. So we do have latex swatches available, as well as sublimation swatches. We do have a variety of different Pong's brochures. We always stock sample rolls in New Jersey, and we also have the ability to spin off smaller sample rolls if need be for our customers. So, you know, any inquiries about you know, how durable the textiles are on your particular ink technology, please reach out to us, and you'll be happy to send you little swatches. If this looks like something that fits your needs, we can then follow that up with a sample roll for you to test on your equipment.
So again, appreciate everybody, you know, joining us here today. The showroom is open. It's available for, you know, for live tours in person. We are doing social distancing, following all the protocols to keep everyone safe, but we are allowing in small groups to be able to do live demonstrations, test materials. We encourage you to reach out to us. You know, happy to schedule, you know, schedule some time with you, walk you through the space, you know, let you check out the displays, and show you how these Descore systems can, you know, can improve and expand your business.
Great. And Keith, we have a few questions that came in through the Q&A feature.
Awesome. Go ahead, Caitlin.
Yeah. So we have one here that says they've noticed on the Pong site that they offer a training program for fabrication and installing of fabric sealing graphics. Does Lindenmeyr offer similar training, or perhaps we can arrange a training that's coordinated with Pong's?
We can do both. So we do offer training. We do have the Descore training area. We use this showroom for training. We actually held one with a customer yesterday morning. They sent in their lead installers, and we went through showing them and hands-on, letting them install the system on a couple of test walls within the space. So yes, that is something that's definitely available.
Great. And then let's see here. Does all dye sub printing need to be dried?
All dye sub printing needs to be heat set. So depending on the printer technology, there are some printers that have calendar units beneath them where you print on the textile and it's calendared in the same process. With our printers that we offer, it's drying the textile enough to be rolled on itself, but it needs to be put through a heat press to full sublimation. All these inks need to get to somewhere between 365 and 400 degrees Fahrenheit for proper sublimation. So they do need to be heat set.
Are you able to print artwork supplied by customers for testing purposes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. We do that all the time, you know, supplying customer samples or it's something that's the main purpose of this room. There's no better way, getting kind of a canned sample from the manufacturer is one thing, but being able to see, and provide customers with samples of their live jobs is a true benefit. So yes, that's something that we do all the time.
We do also invite customers, if they do have certain applications that they want to see, they can come down. They can bring their files. We can print their files, sublimate, and then finish them for their particular application that they're looking to get into.
And if they, we can also do, if you want to see that sample being produced, we often do, live video during that process. They want to see it, if they're not able to make the trip in, we can do it on video live for them, one-on-one, showing them, their samples being printed and finished.
What is the automation you spoke about with sewing?
So we sell a Matic automated sewing system. So this is a sewing system that requires no operator skill, is the easiest way to kind of sell it. There's a variety of sensors and vacuum systems that are on the sewing machine, where we could take pretty much anyone from this presentation, put them to behind the sewing machine, and just by touching the pedal, the sewing machine is going to engage and do all the sewing for you. So it's almost a hands-free sewing system. It's primarily designed for SEG application, but it also does a tremendous job with 13-ounce scrim banner or traditional print and sew. It's just an all-around great machine. We have a lot of videos, and we can schedule some virtual demonstrations with the company. And we're looking to get a new showroom demo unit shortly. So when that's available, we can start doing in-person on that as well. Unfortunately, we recently sold our demo machine, so we don't have that available in the room, but we soon will.
Is there an adhesive stock available for the Epson SCP-9000?
Yes, that'd be for a solvent print. Yes, we do have a wide range of adhesive vinyls available from several different manufacturers. So happy to, we can, depending on the application, happy to recommend a product that would work.
Great. And then let's see here. Who can I contact to get a price quote on a Monty heat press?
This is to reach out to our group. Our email address that gets to us is wideformat@lindenmeyr.com. You send your contact information, if you have a model or application, information of what you're looking to achieve, and we're happy to get back in touch with you.
Okay. And the last one here is, can you please touch on vertical markets?
Yeah, there's, it's one of the beauties of a sublimation and textiles that, you can have, a select set of equipment and use that for several different vertical markets. So having a dye sublimation printer, I could do anything from, apparel, I could do soft signage, I could be doing photo panels, mugs. There's several different things. In terms of vertical markets, you'd have soft signage is very popular, from just, basic banner stands, SEG frames, small to large trade show displays. Photo panels, like the Chromolux panels that we showed, are also a very popular market right now. Personalization, to be used in home applications, even as well as commercial applications. They have products available, that are basically with an indestructible surface that I could put them in a commercial environment and have them cleaned on a regular basis with no harm to them. So that's one of the things is, I'd invite people to come back as you go through this virtual tour. It's very interactive. Everything that's shown here has information attached to it. There's videos attached to it showing the process. There's a lot of things that, that can help you through the path of figuring out what textiles and sublimation can do for your business.
Right. And that really is just one of the beauties of sublimation. With one printer, one paper, one ink set, you do pretty much have endless possibilities, and you can adapt your business around your customers' needs. And like Keith said, there's every material now is being made with a polyester coating that that you can sublimate onto. So it eliminates a lot of the need for stock, and you can grow, you know, your stock for your customers around their needs, and steer your business where all the business is, and you're not locked into a certain box.
Cool.
So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I know everybody's time is valuable. We went a few minutes over, and I appreciate everybody logging in and joining us here today. You know, feel free to reach out to us. Again, the best way to get in contact with us is send us an email at wideformat@lindenmeyr.com. You can follow us online. Our website is lmy.com. We also have a YouTube channel, a lot of great information and demonstrations there, as well as following us on LinkedIn to see what's going on and events that we're hosting. So thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate your time, and we'll talk to everybody soon.